Hi, this week on my PPE, we're going to discuss the concept in Parshat Haazinu. It is the second last Parsha in the entire Torah and a cryptic, mystical way of Moshe expressing his last message, his last charge to Am Yisrael. The people of Israel find themselves really on the border, about to enter Eretz Yisrael, and Hashem climbs up onto the mountain and he tells them, Haazinu hashamayim va'aretz. I call upon the heavens and the earth to be your witnesses, or to be witnesses against you, for all that Hashem has done for you, if you do not listen to the ways of the Torah. And it seems a very strange idea. What's going on over here? Essentially, as the Parsha evolves and we get deeper into the message of the Parsha is telling us that Hashem has brought us so far. Hashem has brought us to the doorstep of Eretz Yisrael. And Hashem has done so much for you. And Moshe is charging the people, if you don't believe it, if you don't think it happened, ask your parents. Ask your grandparents. Ask your great-grandparents. Ask anybody who's a generation above you. Why them? Why not open a book? Why not ask somebody who might know more than you? But he specifically says to ask those a generation above you. Why? Because they are a generation closer to Har Sinai. They are a generation that stood years earlier, that much closer to Matan Torah at Har Sinai. They remember it, they feel it, they live it. And Moshe is reminding us, teach, educate, inspire our heritage, our history, our culture, our identity. And if you don't do that, then Haazinu hashamayim va'aretz, and then the heavens and earth will be a witness against you. That we have essentially abandoned God's ways because we did not fulfill the last message. And once this is done, Hashem says, if that's the case, Vanir Esther panecha mimenu, I will hide my face from you. A allusion to the Purim story. Purim, we know Hashem hides his face from the day-to-day miracles that take place during the Purim story. And it's no surprise that Yom Kippur, Yom Kippurim, a day which is like Purim, of hidden miracles, take place. It's amazing that the Kohen Gadol could go into the Holy of Holies, the Kodesh HaKadoshim, pray for the people, and all of a sudden everyone's forgiven, and it's like a clean slate, just like that. We don't understand how Hashem works. He works in many mysterious ways. All he really wants us to do is to have a relationship, is to trust him, is to believe in him, is to bring him and allow him into our lives. The Parsha ends off, Moshe goes up to Har Nivo, and essentially he sees the land of Eretz Yisrael. Hashem shows it to him one time before he goes into a cave, and that's all we see here. That's all that we hear afterwards. And it's amazing because in the very last moments of Moshe's breath, he's able to see the land in which he yearned so much for. But as I mentioned earlier, it's a land that is not shaykh to him. It did not apply to him. It was like water and oil. Moshe was meant to bring the people up, to be ready at the threshold, and Yeshua would be the person to take them across the threshold. As we enter Yom Kippur, we enter the Shabbos, we have to understand that our prayers, like Haazinu, can also be a song, our nigun, our tune. And as we sing, when we sing a song, we are using every fiber of our love, of our existence, of our awareness into that song. We become alive, we become energized. And that's what our tefillah has to be like. Our tefillah, in order for it to be accepted by Hashem, has to be energized. My bracha to everyone is that we should all have a Gemar Chasima Tova, a Shana Tova, a year of blessings, a year of atzlacha, a year of parnasa, a year of health, a year of success, a year of simcha. You have to have simcha. You have to be happy. And ultimately, a year where Hashem will answer all of our questions. He'll answer all of our requests. And we will live and share together in many simchas in the future. Shana Tova.